Wag Tabsy Bricks for another episode of Building Gotham City in Lego. Last week we did this section in front of the shops here, made a start on that one over there. I found out a load more of the 2x2 light bluish grey tile, so I'm going to start off by getting as much of that tiled as possible and then see what I can do in regards to the top section to make it look like this one. So let's pull that over to the table and let's get started. And that looks so much better, having both sides all tiled off now with the support structure all along the top there. Next up, we're going to peel this base plate off in the centre here and work out how we're going to bridge the gap between the two sections just there. So let's take the base plate over to the table and see what we can come up with. And that's the centre section all completed for the raised platform. The upright pillars, they're 3x3. I did originally do them on the 2x2, but they were just too flimsy and it just kept collapsing. So I thought, let's just do it one brick wider and deeper. And it actually looks really good having it, that extra stud. Put a couple of details on the top. However, I am likely to change those over at a later stage and put something that looks more like a gargoyle on there. Next up, I'm going to remove this 48x48 mils plate, take it over to the table and make a start on the courthouse. And that's the base of the courthouse all laid out, ready to go. I've extended the steps a little bit further along on this section just here. What I'm going to start off by doing are the 4 pillars at the front here, and then I'll work my way back so I can try and get something that looks good to go with it all. But I have no idea what this building's going to look like, so it's going to be interesting. And in typical Dubsy Brick style, I'm not 100% happy with how I'm building this, and I feel like I've gone too small on the depth of the building. At the moment, unfortunately, I've got quite a bit of space at the front here, and luckily all of the plates at the front here are 6 wide. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tilt the whole model up onto its side, peel the base plate off, and then reapply the base plate 6 studs further back. Then the plates at the front, I'll move to the back, and then all I've got to do is just rebuild the back of the building there. So hopefully it's going to be quite an easy amendment to make to the building. Then hopefully the building will look the right size for going forward. So let's do that next and see what it looks like. And there it is, the extra 6 studs on the back, and really pleased at how easily that peeled off and was how easy it was to make those amendments to the building. What we're going to do now is concentrate on the side here. I think I might put some windows in here. I don't want it to be over detailed. I want this building to be quite plain along the actual walls, and then I'm going to do all the details on the very top part around the roof section. So let's carry on building and see what we come up with. And here is the courthouse, and I've put a few little details above the windows there. Not sure if that's going to stay like that or not, but it's a good start, I think. I wasn't sure whether to fill these in with grey bricks, and it's something I might well do. So there's no windows at all along this bottom level. I might just have the windows higher up. So that's one thing I am considering doing. The other thing as well, I'm going to put a door in the back. As this is the courthouse, if there are all the people that are found guilty, they're not going to be coming out the front. They'll just go straight out the back and be met by the police van there. So I think that is another amendment that I'm going to be making to this. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to move this over to the actual city, and we'll see how it looks. And here we have the courthouse in its provisional position, and this is where it was designed to go. And relatively happy with how it's coming on here. One thing I would say is at the back there's about 16 studs, I think it is, possibly a bit more than that, that's all spare. Now I'm not sure what sort of building I would be able to put behind there where it's going to look in keeping with the courthouse once that's all finished off. I'm not sure how high up I'm going to be coming with this just yet. I think it's going to look good when the train line's going behind it. But one thing I want to do, I'm just going to move this Mills plate here with the courthouse on over to this side. And I want to integrate the stock exchange as well down here and see if there's any combination where the two will look good together, because they've got a very similar vibe to them. So let's move the plates around and see what it looks like. And here you have the courthouse facing the stock exchange, and I do like the way the angles on this, and it's all going to be a pedestrianised area, so I think that could potentially work. The one thing I would need to do is put a lay-by or something in the curb or the pavement area at the back there where the police van would park if it was taking somebody from the courthouse to the prison. So that's just one thing I would need to take into account. On the back here, the train line is going to be coming round, and again, it's going to be going right over the top of the stock exchange. And whether or not that's going to work or not, I'm not sure. If I can get the train track right to the back, I'm still only going to have that much of the building to carry on building up on the front, and I don't know whether that's going to look right. I don't know whether I can push this forward. If I do, then it's going to look totally different to what it is at the moment. So I need to have a good think about what's going to go where exactly on this. But really pleased with the start of this building here. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the update. If you have, please give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content on the channel. And please share it with your family and friends. Anyway, thanks for walking by. See you next time. Bye for now.